Hello YouTubers, Knife Detector here, and if you're watching my videos then you might have noticed that I already made another Swiss Army knife video for those of you Swiss Army aficionados, of which I am quickly becoming. I came across this guy. on eBay, and as you know, as you can tell by looking at this is not a Swiss Army knife, but I was intrigued by this knife when I saw it on eBay, and I won it for $7.50. I couldn't believe it. I guess that not a lot of people were paying attention at the time on eBay. Now, as you can see, this knife has brass liners, and you'll notice that it's about 3 7/8 inches long, and the badge is missing, which begs the question, what kind of knife is this, right? So you open this up. What do you got? You got your can opener. It's got some use to it. This is an old knife. You can tell that this knife has probably been around since the 50s or something, judging by the color of the scales. That color was kind of popular back then. We have your bottle cap opener and your flathead screwdriver, which actually is kind of worn, guys. This has been used quite a bit. The stories that this knife could tell, I tell you what, probably are fantastic. And then you got this awl right here, which is very solid. And all of the blades are opening in this knife very nicely, guys. All of the blades are very nicely. They're still tight. And then, of course, you've got the main blade, the knife. You know, that does have a little bit of play, unfortunately. You know, but you can tell that blade's been used a lot, guys, and I recently gave it a little honing just to bring back that sharpness. So it works good. But here's the intriguing part, boys and girls, ladies and gents. The intriguing part about this knife is this. And I'm going to close, oops, sorry about that, guys. Not videotaping in my usual place today. I'm going to close all of the other blades so you can see that part. Right there. And we're going to move this up a bit. And we're going to move this up a bit. Do you see what I see? That is a Phillips screwdriver bit. A Phillips screwdriver bit. So this was made to use as a screwdriver. A Phillips. Who would use something like this? A mechanic, possibly an electrician, more than likely a mechanic, somebody who works with their hands, right? Sorry about that. My phone's about to run out of power as well, so I'm trying to hang on. Now, it's very nice. As you can see, it's held in place very firmly with those 2 rivets there. And I'll tell you what brand this knife is, guys. This knife is a Craftsman. It's a Craftsman knife, and I have never seen another Craftsman knife like this before. I've seen different Craftsman knives. You can't really tell because I'm using my phone and I don't have great camera equipment, but it says Craftsman written right in there. And this Craftsman knife is not one that I've ever seen before in my life. And for me to get it for $7.50 is a big plus for me. I collect some things Craftsman. Not a lot of things, but Craftsman makes the best tools. And sometimes the best tools were made before I was born, you know? And so because of that, I tend to get nostalgic when I see something like this. And I'm always on the lookout for the unusual, the unseen, the knife that you don't see every day when you go to the flea market, right? Although I have found some great knives at flea markets, don't get me wrong. And I have some videos about those. But this Craftsman knife for me took the cake when I saw that Phillips screwdriver. I haven't had a chance to use it in practical application yet because I've only carried it a few times, but you know, I do use a screwdriver from time to time. The other day I was helping my wife put up some wall fixtures in her office, and I needed to use a Phillips, and I didn't take one in my tool bag with me, so guess what I pulled out? My Swiss Army knife that happened to have a Swiss Army Phillips screwdriver in there because it was a Swiss mechanic. And this is kind of like the first utilitarian pocket knife for a mechanic that I can think of, that I've seen. You know, it's got a Phillips in there, guys. I think that this Craftsman knife was geared for the gearhead. Pardon the pun there. So in any case, guys, I wanted to show you this unusual knife, and I hope you like this video. And as always, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to slowly build my subscribership. Also click notifications so you get to see when I make new videos. I'm always on the lookout for the new and unusual when it comes to knives. I have more upcoming videos. I try and make at least once a week a video, although this week I'm making 2. Just made one about a Swiss Army knife as well. So until then, guys, have a blessed weekend. Take care, and thanks for watching.